Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the majestic Red Bull Ring, Austria. It's VSC Season 2 and Round 1 in the Styrian Mountains. Magnificent and challenging this short, high-speed track challenges drivers with its 10 turns, precision and skill. From the tight Remus curve to the sweeping ring to the swirly turns, every corner is a test of the driver's mettle. The Red Bull Ring is a roller coaster of elevation changes and 3 DRS zones, climbing up the hill with twists and turns as they face the ultimate challenge downhill with DRS hard again, on the brakes, hard into the iconic Rauch corner, and another DRS along the start-finish straight. The lap record at the Red Bull Ring is a testament to sheer speed and skill. Carlos Sainz in 2020 set an awe-inspiring 1:05.691. Buckle up, VSC fans, as we dive into the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. The stage is set for another chapter in the history of this iconic circuit. The engines are roaring, the tension is building. Let the race begin.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm doing absolutely fine and I'm very excited for tonight. How are you doing? Yeah. For the results tonight, I feel for qualifying, not gonna lie, I feel the top three drivers feel like could consist of Quiet Cake. I've seen him around a couple leagues and he seemed to be pretty fast before for me. JT Cali, also I've seen his name before, as we are on board with him now. And not gonna lie, my third person is not sure. It's gonna be a bit of a wild card. I'm not too sure who I'm thinking who's gonna get on the podium tonight, but we'll really have to see. Yeah, a lot of drivers obviously, since it is the start of qualifying here tonight, will obviously be coming out onto track. Maybe a couple opting for opting for only one run tonight here in qualifying, as I've experienced before. Austria is a very short track. A lot of different strategies can get thrown out throughout the races, safety cars included. You never know, you may want an extra pair of soft compound tyres, as we've got, was that Wayne Morris disqualified from the session, and not too sure what's going on. Maybe the game thought he was blocking some cars, but yeah, definitely going to be interesting tonight, considering that there is 3 DRS zones in such a short track here tonight. So there's going to be a lot of carnage, and I'm looking forward to it, Zandon. Yeah, but a lot of times coming up onto the board here. A lot of drivers out on the track. We have got a total of 18 drivers in here tonight that will be going into the race, hopefully, as Escobar goes to the top of the boards, a 10th faster than everybody else, and sets I'm pretty sure 1 minute 4 is a very, very, very fast lap for the start of qualifying, when the track isn't very warm and not many. Obviously, track warms up the later you get in qualifying, and I'm pretty sure that your lap times can drop by like near half seconds, and even more to seconds the more track warms up. Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to go on board with the second Haas driver as he's doing his outlap here. We're going to come on board with him for his push lap. Zandon will take you through it, but just before we do get onto his push lap, he's got a high expectation here, as his teammate has gone to pole. So what can he do to try and get up there and try to contend with his teammate to get up to the top of the boards there? But hopefully we'll see Nudes pushing to the absolute limit here as he's coming around sector 3 here. I'll let Zandon take it away. He's entering the last 2 corners, but go ahead. Oh, we are getting told, sorry, in the comments here that we can't hear your voice, Zandon, so I'll quickly take away the rest of this lap, as maybe you're trying to figure out what's wrong. But gear 3 up into gear 4 now in the second sector. He's going to enter the third sector here. Coming around these double left-handers on the limits here. A 45 second... up to 45 seconds in the second sector, into the third sector now. Will he be able to contend with his teammate, the Haas driver, on the limits for his first run of qualifying? Around second last corner, all over the exit curb, into last corner, misses the apex a little bit, but gets off the exit curb early, gets into the straight line, and will he be able to contend? No, down in 7th place, but still a solid place to be at the start of qualifying. Whew. Some technical problems here in the box. Maybe the overcast weather here in Austria is playing around with our comms and everything with the broadcasting. But Nudes getting pushed down to P9 now. The other Haas driver still holding P1 very strong. Hopefully some people can tell us if we can hear Zandon now. We'll have to see, but we don't know. I've been through the settings for the Twitch and it looks like they're alright to share party audio, but Here we go, some drivers all coming out here, maybe some second laps going on, maybe some first, as we still have got 3 drivers down the bottom, VSC, Pablo, XO and Johnny still to set laps. We will see what laps they will be able to put in here, and I'll bring up the detail for the gap between them. Here we go, so very close between the top 2, only 74 hundredths of a second between Escobar and DM in the top 2, and Jay in 3rd place, only 2/10 off of them on an outlap now, so most likely looking to improve his lap out there on the track. Here he is, I believe. Yeah, he's still on his outlap. That was Jenneth, that's Jay now, and then we've got 3/10 off Jenneth. Very actually close all around. The top 7 are 5/10 away from each other, so Sam, would you... Oh, XO to the P1 position! What a lap from him. Zandon. We'll see. I can definitely hear you, but we don't know if the stream can hear you. But what a lap from XO to the top of the board. He's taking it slow now. We'll have to see if anyone can try to beat that closer to the end of the session here. We've got 8 minutes left. We will see. Not a few drivers out on track, but not many people whatsoever. Everyone waiting for the end of the session to get, obviously track's going to be warmer then, is what happens, so they'll all be trying to set their faster laps then. Let me just try and find... AlphaTauri out on track now. A couple drivers out pretty early. We'll have to see who can set their fastest lap out here. In Austria qualifying, 6 minutes 40 seconds left in this qualifying session, and then we'll get onto a very exciting race after this. Make sure to stay tuned for the race. It's going to be a very packed race, and I think Diesel is going on his first hot lap here in the session. He's been waiting. He's left this very late. Like I said, you may want to... Some drivers may be opting to want 2 extra sets of soft tyres, but out of turn 2, what we'll be able to do into speed trap down into turn 3. Here's 320 kilometers an hour into the braking, gets it tucked in on the apex, out on the exit, on the throttle nice and early, up into turn 4 now. Turn 4 and 5, double left-handers, hits an early apex, runs out a bit wide though mid-corner, not quite the line you want. Once again an early apex and runs out mid-corner, which is not quite the line that you want, but maybe he will show us something that we're not expecting. Hopefully a solid lap here. Misses apex again, but coming into the final corner, what can he do? Hits a bit of an apex there on the throttle early, runs out of ERS all over the exit curve. Where can he go? Stays in 16th. Not ideal for him, but if it's the best lap that he can put in, it's the best lap that he can put in. 2 McLarens right next to each other here now. Colo pushing to the absolute limits as he's 1.3 seconds off of the pace in qualifying here. His teammates behind him, also teammate going out on an outlap, so they may be wanting to do some slipstreams once Colo has gone through. But here we go, pushing into turn 3 on the absolute limits. Like I said, 330 kilometers an hour into this corner, hard on the brakes. It's a downhill, so you can lose some traction out onto the curb. Oh, he lifts off. He's cancelled his cancelled his lap time. He's he's bailing out of it. Well, not too sure what's going on there, because it wasn't invalidated, as we can see on the track on the side isn't red, so maybe he's been told to save his tyres, save his DRS. We'll have to see. Can we hear Xander now? Stream, everyone in the comments, can we please say if we can hear him? He's saying hello. Hopefully we can hear Zandon. Yep. Alright, well, hopefully we get told that we can, but in the meantime, VSC Pablo, bottom of the grid. He wants to set an absolute fly here now. Minmay says we still can't hear him. That is not ideal, but Pablo absolute flying here into turn 2. 3 minutes 40 left on the clock in qualifying. Hits the 100-meter board, brakes, tucks it in, misses the curb a little bit, but maybe he doesn't want to hit it for reasons. For maybe a setup on the car, out on the exit, nice and smooth on the throttle. Down into turn 3, what's it going to be? Couple yellow flags for people on their out laps going slow. Merc in front, hopefully they don't get in the way of his whole lap. Oh, that's not an ideal place for that Merc to be sat on the track, but it's okay. Pablo gets around it into turn 4, tucks it in nice and early, smooth on the power, that's perfect. Oh, he invalidates on the exit of the corner. That's not ideal. That is not ideal for Pablo, as he is down at the bottom of the grid and still has not set a push lap yet. All the drivers are coming out onto the track now, wanting to set push laps, as I think Jeneth is on a push lap now here in the Sauber Ferrari. Scooter Ferrari into turn 2. Misses the apex once again. Not many people hitting that proper curb apex into turn 2, but maybe there's a better line. Purple first sector for Jeneth. What will we be able to do? Closing the lap out into turn 3. Here we go. Misses the apex again. That downhill braking is very, very tricky for people to turn in here in Austria for turn 3. Turn 4 all over the entry curb. Tucks it in, misses the apex a little bit again, all over the exit curb. Second left-hander now. Tucks it in, gets a nice apex on the throttle, nice and early. Gear 6, up to gear 7. 300 kilometers an hour. He's going to come into this fast right-hander now. Drops it down to gear 6 on the throttle, nice and early. On the exit curb, down to the last corner. What will Jeneth be able to put on the board for his last push lap, it seems? Goes to P2, Jeneth does, with a 100th of a second gap to P1, as we've got an Aston Martin out on the side of the road there. Northern Star disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. I think he may have just been spun out, but maybe... EXO with a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Northern Star. Oh no! EXO, the pole position holder, gets a 5-place grid penalty at the end of the session. That is he's had an absolute mare. No. EXO, the Williams driver, looking strong, all qualifying with a pole position, loses out. Escobar into the wall. A lot of drivers going slow here. Red Bull, DM slow. Johnny on his out lap will be wanting to push now. Jay is pushing on his out lap. on his push lap here. On his last lap of qualifying, probably nice. Beautiful line there, beautiful apex there on last corner. What will we be able to do? Out of last, takes it to the line. Stays where he is, I think. Yeah, it stays where he is, doesn't improve. Maybe not the best start earlier on in that lap. We'll go to the bottom here. One of these bottom runners got Parzival still down there at the bottom. Not ideal for him. Jay Haas, I think, is on his push lap now. What will Jay Haas be able to do in the other Ferrari? His teammate's gone up to P2, but what will he be able to do? Will he be able to contend with his teammate here? Turn 4 entries, goes wide, not ideal, all over the exit curb here, turns into turn 5, I think it is, yeah, goes wide again, that's not ideal again. Will he be able to fix his lap up in these last 2 corners? Hopefully he can. Good apex there on the last corner, all over the exit curb, gets a bit of a squirm, not ideal, goes wide on the last corner. That is not ideal for Jay Haas. Where will he be able to put his Ferrari though? Stays in the same position, P13. Does not improve. End of qualifying here. All drivers on their push lap. Johnny comes around the last corner. What will Johnny be able to do? Johnny goes to P3. What a lap from Johnny. A few drivers have finished now. Quiet Cake is also finished. We got EXO is finished too. Batman is on his hot lap. I've just been told VSC Batman on the whole up, getting the stream from the Mercedes in front. Maybe not a strategy that the Mercedes would want to do, getting his car stopped there. Batman very late braking, but gets the car stopped. This is good, I'm feeling. DM sets the fastest lap. What a lap from DM. Beats the whole field by 1/10 of a second. What a lap, but what will VSC Batman be able to do against that? Does not set a purple. Second sector very wide on turn 5. Comes out. Gear 6, gear 7. Up he goes, up the hill, now down the hill. 305 kilometers an hour into braking. Drops it down to gear 6. All over the exit curve. Last corner. Hits the apex. What a last corner. Out onto the exit curve. Runs it up to the line. What has Batman got to do? Only P9. And Johnny rounds his lap, and I think that is the whole grid done. And I really hope that people can hear Xander now, because I hear him itching to say some information, but hopefully we can hear him as qualifying comes to an end. And that was very spicy at the end there. Can we hear Zandon? Hopefully we get the okay that we can hear Zandon in the box next to me. I don't see anything coming through in the chat, so that's not ideal. Minma says he's still very quiet. I think maybe, are you voice sharing, Zandon? In your PlayStation settings, are you voice sharing? Oh, he's on PC. Right. He doesn't know. Alright, here we go. I'm going to run through the grid here. We've got DM in P1 in the Red Bull. The Williams of X are looking strong, all qualifying. And it comes down to a 5-place grid penalty that is not going to... that he's not going to be happy about, getting that with collision with one of the other Aston Martins that we're now also in P4. Johnny here in the Alpine, very strong qualifying from him, got up there late in the session. Escobar was up there earlier in the qualifying in the Haas. 2 Alfa Romeos, and we've got an Alpha Tauri, VSC Batman in the Red Bull, Nudes, Paul and Hell, JT Cali, Haas, VSC Parsville, Pablo, Collie, Diesel, Northern Star, and Wayne Morris rounds out the 18th position. Wayne Morris getting disqualified early in the qualifying, so he will be wanting to build that disqualification back up. I'm not too sure. I think I'm on PlayStation. I'm streaming to PlayStation. Alright, well, all the drivers are lined up on the grid here. An overcast race we have ahead of us in Austria Spielberg racetrack today. What will their strategies be as the 18 drivers line up on the grid? It's going to be an absolute kerfuffle into turn 1 of Austria, and then a big straight after where drivers will be draining a lot of their ERS to try to get their positions back up. But here we go, the lights come on here in Austria. It's 5 lights, and it's a big hold here. All 18 drivers, and it's lights out, and away we go. The Haas looks there to not have gotten away properly. We got a couple Williams on the grass here. Red Bull up into turn 1. Looks like he's kept it, given space for the Ferrari, but will the Alpine be able to bring that back up? Diesel has had an absolute mare of a start, as we've got drivers dropping back throughout the field, not having an ideal start. We got both the Alfa Romeos 4 and 5 here. Strong start for them, 4 and 5. But we got the top 3. Look how close these guys are. 4 tenths, 3 tenths away from each other. Tumbling down into turn 3, all the 18 drivers are. We've got an absolute mix-up throughout the field. Only the Alfa Romeos are next to each other, and they're battling too wide. The teammates are. Top 3 have slot in position. As we see them slot in position, what a shot that was. Turn 4, now turn 5. Everyone's slotting into position. Not many people going too wide through these turns here, because they are very dangerous to go too wide through, as they're very tight, different turns. But as we see, the top 3 are just pulling away here at the start of the race instantly, as we have seen the fastest that they are in the top 3. DM obviously fastest lap at the start of the session. Jay's got, it's already a 1 second gap. See that gap ahead to the top 3. Doesn't look like a very big gap, but when you're missing out on DRS, they start to just pull away and pull away and pull away. As we see, I think that is Escobar going for a move on. EXO was the pole position at the start of qualifying, but obviously that five place grid penalty is going to send him down the field. What did send him down the grid? As we see EXO right on the back of the Alfa Romeo here, as we've got a yellow flag. What is the yellow flag for? We don't know. The yellow flag's gone now. But we've got a change between, minor contact. We've got too wide between the Ferrari and the Alpine at the early stages of the race. Through the corners that I said were a bit dangerous to go too wide with. Wide the Alpine is, still too wide. What battling here, and I think the Alpine is going to get ahead for this one. Yes, Jeneth does let him go ahead and doesn't fight it any longer at the closing of lap 2 onto lap 3 here. A lot of drivers looking for early position gains, as we did see a few drivers had potential but didn't set their laps that they probably would have wanted. Jay with the fast lap, DRS enabled now. This is when I said this top 3 would pull away, but here we go, the Ferrari of Jeneth Lee into turn 2, down the inside of the Alpine driver for Johnny. Goes a bit wide. Does Johnny get the switchback? Tries to, but doesn't. But all the battling between Jeneth and Johnny has made JB in the DRS now, as well as Quiet Cake, I think, is in the DRS of Jay. Yes, he is. Jay comes into contention of this top 3 battle here. Ferrari wide, maybe already tyre wear on those medium compound tyres. As I'm talking about the medium compound tyres, let's look at all the different strategies. Wow, DM at the top with the hard tyres. One of the only few people with the hard tyres, and he's still holding and pulling away P1 with the hard tyres. That is impressive. Zandon, hopefully they can hear you. What have you got to say? Never mind, I can't even hear him anymore now. So, we'll talk about the strategies itself. Look at this DRS train here. Jeneth with the fastest lap in P2. Jeneth is now pushing up to the Red Bull. What will he be able to do? Fastest lap, he's got DRS. Only 30% battery now. Look at DM's battery, 47% battery. Jeneth is gaining. Will not dive to the inside this, but he's got Jay behind him. He's gone down the inside of Johnny. What a move! Looked for a moment there that Jay was going to go down the inside of Jeneth too for a double overtake, but did not get it done. Johnny is slotting behind there, and Escobar is now on an absolute rant. Oh no! Quiet Cake's down the inside of Johnny too. Johnny's gone back 2 positions, 3 positions now. His red light is already flashing on the back of that Alpine, which means he is below 10% battery. That is not ideal for Johnny at this early stage of the race. Been using way too much of that ERS, but Escobar has got an absolute 3-second penalty for Colo already at the start of the race, which is also not ideal for this early. In the first stint of the race, soft tyres too, but so maybe already feeling the strain on the soft tyres as we see him go wide once again. So possibly already some mega tyre wear on those soft tyres at the start of this session. But Escobar has been gaining the field in this Haas so fast, and we'll see if he'll still be able to get this done. But look at this front field again. Look how look how far they've pulled away, and we've got Quiet Cake down the inside of Escobar, pushes him off the track onto the sausage curb. Was that legal? Was it not? We will have to just see that it is, and he's goes back down the outside of Quiet Cake into turn 3. Will he be able to pull it off around the outside? Quiet Cake on the soft tyres. The Haas of Escobar on the mediums cannot get it done back into 4th corner, but what a drive. Escobar, big snap of an oversteer there in 4th, into 5th now, into 6th, all over the curb. Wow, a lot of drivers already are feeling wear on their tyres, but changes back to interval to see the gaps. Quiet Cake not wanting to let this top 3 DRS trains get away. As we got Jeneth in the Ferrari going for P1, does it down the inside into turn 1. Already got the move off before turn 1. Goes a bit wide though. That's going to be a warning. That's going to allow DM to be right up near the exhaust of Jeneth as we've got J-Man coming flying through, double overtake into turn 2, goes down the inside, outside to inside, 10% battery. What a move there. Jeneth's got a better drive though, and DRS out of turn 2 into turn 3. Here we go, second DRS zone. People could say it's third considering the main straight, but who have we got down the inside of J-Man now? It's DM. DM doesn't get that done though, I do not think. Slots back into position, but Jeneth has gone from P2 to P1. J-Man wanted to go from P3 to P1, but Jeneth did not let that slide as he, what a drive on the exit of turn 2. But Zandon, hopefully they can hear you now. What would you like to say? Definitely, as while you were talking, we were on board and saw Quiet Cake with an early pit stop, 11 seconds behind the field now. So, VSC Batman's out of the session. What's going on? We go on board, but we cannot. Oh, he's in the wall on the exit of turn 2. No, what a spot to lose the rear. Definitely. No one expected Batman to go out this early, definitely. And what did you say? You said the medium runners wanted to have this early safety car to regen that battery, and Jeneth is taking that opportunity to just jump straight into the pits and get these mediums off of his tyre. But like I was trying to say before, Batman went out, and Quiet Cake will not be happy with this. Think of Quiet Cake, he boxed just one lap before this safety car, and now he's going to be missing out on so much time at the back of the field here. He got sent to the back, put on the hards from those one softs, and now look at this. He's barely going to get any of his positions back. He boxed when he was in the top 5, I believe, and after a safety car is in 11th place. That is not ideal for Quiet Cake. Batman has crashed at the worst time possible for him, but here we go, lined up at the back of the field, everyone behind the safety car. As we wait for the safety car to go into the pits, we'll try to get these voice problems fixed. I'll jump on mute. Definitely. So I think in the comments, sorry, quickly, J-Man said, what does he miss, I think. So, Batman lost it on the exit of turn 2 into the exit wall. Safety car in this lap, we have been told by the FIA. Everyone really close to each other now, back to back, waiting to see what J-Man, when J-Man is going to go. This could be race changes for the top 3 or top 2, or J-Man himself. Northern Star with the 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Do not want to be exceeding the track limits under safety car, which is not ideal. Northern Star 5-second penalties for collision with Diesel. Not sure what's going on with Northern Star here. I think I just seen him go up a couple of positions behind safety car. But we will jump up to J-Man and we will go on board with DM to see when J-Man goes, and he's gone now. Second last corner into the last corner. J-Man gone very early here, lost on the exit of the corner though, bit of a snap of oversteer. As you see, DM's ERS here turns it on instantly. XO close to them too, but DM wanting to get right up behind J-Man on the safety car restart, and he has not let J-Man go whatsoever. We run back down the gaps. Not many people really like close to each other. We will see who's too wide. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a couple drivers around. It's been a massive kerfuffle. We've got an AlphaTauri going backwards down the field. What's going on as we see more people gaining behind? We've got a lot of people going for position. AlphaTauri down the inside. A lot of people squirming for positions. We go back up as the top 3. Look how close these boys are. DM on the back of J-Man. EXO on the back of DM. DM lost out. Oh, big lag spike there. We thought, oh no, we got Diesel and Paul and Hell retired from the session. Oh no, another safety car. They are both in the wall. That is not ideal. Another safety car. Alright, well, there we go. There we have position changes, and I've completely forgotten how to... There we go. There's the tire age and position... Wait, position changes. There we go. Let's look at Wayne Morris. Here we go. A lot of... Look how many people are in the box. DM's the only person who stayed out on track with XO2. And this is what Zandon was talking about. A lot of people will be going for the undercut now. It seems a lot of people into the box. Zandon, what have we got to say? If we can hear him. Oh, we're getting told in the comments that we still haven't got audio from you, Zandon. That is just not ideal. We do not know the problem that is occurring here tonight with all the audio, but I'll tell you what's going on. What he has been saying. He has been saying that here, look at the position changes on the board. Here to the right of all the drivers' names, we have got Dom down 6 positions. That's a big drop. And we've got Johnny and Escobar down 6 positions. But you got to keep in mind that these guys have just box, and they will be on fresh tires. We're getting fresh tires, so they will be climbing up the field so quickly, and you will see the likes of DM, XO, maybe Wayne Morris dropping down the field, as I think. Let me just check. Wayne Morris is on, yeah, look at the top 3. They're all on old tires. They've been on the same tires since the start of the race. And Nudes is also the second most old tire that he is on, 9-lap-old hards. I'm not too sure if he could be able to push them to the end. But we will have to see if Nudes can push the hard tires to the end. But then look at the rest of the field. All on new tires. Look at the new hard runners. 1 lap old for Jay, Johnny, Escobar, Callie, Pablo, Dom, Northern Star, Fallo, they're all on brand new hard tyres and will most definitely be going to the end of the race on those hard tyres, as it is only around a minute 20 laps around this track, so it is a very, very, very short track. So the tyre wear will not be too bad, and you'll be able to do more laps on these hard tyres because they are the hardest compound, last longer. But here we go, is the safety car. I think we did get told the safety car will be in this lap, as it is pulled away from the front of the field. But here we go, we will go on board with the man in P2, EXO. Look at him right on the back of DM, that Red Bull Oracle sign sponsor on his rear wing outside. He is wanting the best line. When will he go? He thinks he went now he goes. The Red Bull goes now. EXO with a very, very, very good reaction time, still on the back of him, using some ERS, and DM draining a lot of his ERS. Wayne Morris on the back of these guys too. Wayne Morris had an absolute mare getting disqualified from qualifying at the start. Look at him up in P3 now, still has to box fight. Here we go, Jenneth around the outside. What a move from Jenneth, straight up into P3. Jenneth wants to get along with this and try to push his tyres as much as he can. Look at him right on the back of DM. EXO takes P1 with the Williams into P1 position, down into turn 3. Will he be able to keep this lead right on the exit curb? Sorry, on the entry curb. Look at all of them. EXO bit wide. Will his tyres be too worn to keep up this pace that he has been holding? Jenneth on 5-lap tyres. Look at him all over the back of DM. Like I said, wanting to get going now, wanting to get pushing, because he may have to box one more time. Look at him, outside line, inside line, goes to inside. Will he go for it here? Very risky spot to go for it down the inside. He gets it done over the exit curb, keeps it on the track, and now he's got his eyes on EXO in P1, the Williams. He's using a lot of that ERS to try and get up there. Haas getting up a position on the new mediums on Wayne Morris too. Look at all of these hard runners though. They are all in a train, waiting and waiting and waiting for their tyres to come and get nice and hot and warm to get in to the battle up front. Thank you, Einstein Rhinos. Look at them all bunching up here into turn 2, all squirming left, right, wanting to see where they can go for positions. Look at Jenneth looking to the inside here into turn 3. Where will he be able to go for the move? He's right on the back of him now into turn 4. Now will he be able to go for it between these two left-handers? He thinks better of it. Misses the apex a little bit, but he's got the better life tyres. We've got another yellow flag, and I think that's an Alpine around, or a Williams. But down the inside here, you see the lap before, Jenneth did the exact same move on DM, but he goes wide. EXO takes the lead back. What a battle here. Jenneth goes down the inside, but EXO switches it back after Jenneth has gone wide. DRS enabled here after the safety car has gone in. 3 laps have gone by. DRS enabled. Jenneth right on the back of EXO now. Will EXO be able to do anything to hold Jenneth off? I don't think he will be able to. Collar with another 3-second penalty. Jenneth straight past EXO into P1. What a move into... Oh, is that EXO back up the inside? EXO goes for it a little bit, but Jenneth with the much warmer tyres and much more grip on his tyres drains all of his ERS to get as far away as he can. But now EXO, this is where the mind games and the facts come into play. EXO sees the flashing red light on the back of that Ferrari. Will he know that means that Jenneth is on less than 10% battery? And look at EXO's battery. He has got 50% battery, so a lot of battery to dump. But it is 8/10 the gap that Jenneth has already pulled. Let's leave the top 2 for now. I'll keep an eye on that gap. But we go down to Haas and DM. Haas wants to get into this P3 position. Look at that Ferrari right on the back of that Red Bull. The Red Bull's already got the Red Bull has a gap to the top 3. So Haas wants to get past and try to catch that top 2. So he has a lot of ERS to drain now into turn 2. Will he get it done before turn 2? He does. And the Alfa Romeo gets through past the Red Bull 2. The Red Bull has gone back 2 positions. Not ideal for him. and the top two aren't battling, but EXO's tyres are so worn that he is just dropping. Look at this. Jay down the inside of Haas now. Jay has gone from P5, I think it was, past DM, past Haas, Jay into the top three on those new hard tyres, and he is just gaining rapidly on EXO up front. But here we go. Haas wanting to get down the inside maybe of Jeneth again. No, thinks better of it. Down the past the two left-handers, but there's a big squirm by Haas on the exit of that corner. Medium tyres will obviously be out of life and will be wearing a lot more than the hard tyres. But here we go. We'll go further down the field. Big train here. We'll go on board with Parzival down the inside. Can he get it done though? On DM dropping back rapidly. Tucks back in to get a better line out of the corner. What a move by Parzival there into turn one past the Red Bull. Very clean. And Parzival is on a mission to get up near that Ferrari now of Jay Haas, who was looking to try to get up and close and personal to Jay, maybe get past him. But yes, the Alfa Romeo is looking very strong here. Jay in P3. Jeneth up the top there. I think there hasn't been a swap. Jeneth's still looking very strong. But this is what I was talking about now. Jay in the Alfa Romeo. 6-lap-old tyres versus 16-lap-old tyres with EXO. EXO is going to be struggling very much out here. He has not boxed at the opportunities that he's got. Does he have something in store for us? A crazy strategy that he may be able to pull out. He is hoping for another safety car. But here we have go now. Jay 30% battery. EXO with 17 lacking on battery. Jay has the DRS. He knows up into turn 2 has been where he has been attacking all the drivers this race, and he knows that he'll be able to get that done. Not even turning the ERS on for this move. Inside outside, goes to the outside, gets the move done before turn 2. What a move. Zandon, can we try to see if we can hear you now? Chat, please tell if we can hear Zandon. I have. Oh, wait, we can. Oh no, Pablo's out. Hold on, Pablo's round. The McLaren is round, Pablo, and he is out of the session. Quiet Cake still at the back of the field, but Pablo out of the session. Look at this. Another safety car, EXO, 17 lap-old tyres. Oh my god. What did I say? A perfect strategy for EXO, as he'll be jumping into the pits now to get these old horrible tyres off his car. Jay's still staying out, but this is what I was talking about. EXO with an absolute dreamer of a last safety car, and a lot of drivers in here. Basically every single driver in except for the top 4 opting to stay out. And I hope we can hear Zayden. If we can you please tell us what you think will happen in this last 7-lap sprint to the end of the race? But we can't. Whoa, I think your audio is like bugging out now. It seems very laggy on my end. But yes, we are getting told a masterclass by EXO. It is a very nice masterclass. He has been out in the front of the field the whole race, and he has been waiting for those for that last safety car to come out. But I think we can finally hear Zayden, unless these people in the comments are trolling. But I think we can finally hear Zayden. But your audio was a bit scuffed before. But Zayden, how do we think EXO will handle with this last 6 laps? Oh, And we're still getting told from Jeremon that there's no audio from Zayden. We are not sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen, for this VSC first race in Austria. We are not sure what's going on with this audio. Definitely, the safety car restart is going to be absolute. Sorry, you go. It's going to be absolutely important for these drivers. We've got Parsifal going down the inside into turn 2, gets the job done nearly, but J-Man in the Alfa Romeo still sticks it up the inside. JT, Kali looking for positions, Northern Star looking for positions. These top 3, look how close they are. Northern Star goes down the inside of Jay, restricting Jay of going down the inside of Parsifal. A lot of lag here in this race, not sure what's going on, but oh no, Northern Star's been touched and he's off. Northern Star's been touched and he's off, and he has collected JT Cully with him. Look at that. That is not ideal for those two drivers, and we've got another virtual safety car. Oh, we were all on board for that. Northern Star got tapped onto the grass, wheel spinning, and got turned round. But look at this. Parsifal. That's right. Well, we hopefully can hear him. You're a bit glitchy on my behalf, but maybe that could be my internet. We'll have to see. But virtual safety car here. We will have to see what's going on. But look at Jay just itching to get straight past VSC Parsifal on the safety car race. Oh, but there we go. The restart is done. And J-Man was off the track there for a brief moment. He's back on now in P4, but he has lost out in a lot of positions. Look at this. Into turn 3. What's it going to be? Double Williams. EXO out into the front. An absolute masterclass by EXO with 15 lap old tyres, and now has got into P1. Parsifal is just going to park the bus now and let EXO go. What an absolute masterclass. We were talking about EXO with 15 lap old hard tyres, and look at him now. He's boxed and he's back out into P1. Wow, look at this. Now we're going to go on board with Parsifal. We're going to look behind, and Jenneth goes straight past down the inside of the last corner, but Parsifal tries to get back up the outside. What a move by Parsifal. DRS enabled. Jenneth squeezing into the inside. We go looking to the side. Will J-Man make it 3 wide? But no, he doesn't. Parsifal down the inside. Jenneth looks for another move, but what racing there. We got also DM coming into this scrap too. Look at this, like 7-car battle here down into turn 2. We have got approximately 9 laps of racing remaining. Everyone's too wide. We've got a yellow flag, and I think we've got to drive around. We do. We've got Colo, Dom round, maybe Escobar losing some positions too, maybe some wing damage, but still up to the front of the pack. Look at this, Parzival holding all of these drivers behind him here as he lets EXO, his teammate, go and probably take the win if he doesn't throw it away somehow. But look at this, Johnny around the outside. It looked of DM and... oh, we've got a lot of lag here. JT Cully has retired and left the session there. But we got a lot of people going for positions here, Zandon. Ooh. Oh. We were... hold on. Sorry, hold on real quick. I'll tell you what happened. We were on board with Jay. He tried to go down the inside. He tried to go down the outside, of Parzival. Clipped his front tire and sent Parzival wide. It was a very, very late move. It was questionable. But look, hey, he got it. He got it done, and Parzival was off the road. But Parzival not looking too happy now. But for a brief moment there, it was 3 wide down that straight into turn 2. But Zandon, look at that battle between Jenneth and Johnny. 2 wide still in these very, very tight corners. There's wheel banging going on. Owen's at a car off the road. Johnny's been pushed off, I think, too. As we got up the front, sorry, I'll talk now. EXO with an absolutely massive gap between to DM behind him on the new medium tyres that he did put on for that safety car. Let's actually run through, and we'll run through the field. I love doing this when I'm commentating. If you look down at the telemetry below the RPMs, we see the fuel icon. If we go through, if it's yellow, then it means some drivers are in the zone to be possibly out of fuel. But no, we don't have any drivers here that have under-fueled and possibly thrown their race away by being under-fueled. But look at this, EXO out the front to the help of Parzival that has now lost a heap ton of positions down to 11th place. As Zandon said earlier, if you couldn't hear him, a lot of retirements. We had 19 people start this race, and now we're down to only 13 people left. A lot of retirements. So here we go. Will EXO be able to hold his lead for the remaining 6 laps of this race? J-Hoss also gaining all the time that I'm talking. On DM, the Ferrari with the hard tyres against medium tyres. Will he be able to bring this down? He has just been able to pull open that DRS in the zone, and now is well under 1 second, and will be holding DRS and will be opening that rear wing as we see it open right now. Down the whole time, down this straight, uphill into turn 2. He is gaining. Let's look at the ERS on DM. He is low. Look at that. Look at the ERS difference between here. 75% and 19 to 20% now for DM. J-Hoss is going to be able to use so much more ERS, as we've got another yellow flag. Not sure when went on. Wayne Morris picks up the 1.4 fastest lap, I think, in the championship. I don't know if VSC do that, but picks up the 1 point for fastest lap. We got also Parzival possibly going for that fastest lap, 1.2, as he was on new soft tyres. But here we go, 10 laps remaining. Look at this gap now. J-Hoss, oh, maybe he's had a bit of a snap of oversteer as he has gone back down to a second between DM. And then the gap, there's just massive gaps between them. And Jenneth now right on the back of Quiet Cake. Let's look at this battle. Zandon, do you want to talk about this battle? I don't hear any audio, but we see Jenneth now going for a move into turn 2. I'm not too sure. We do hear him now, but he went quiet for a moment there, went wide. Jenneth got the move done. Now look at this. Who's the dominant constructors now? 3-4 for Ferrari. Have I spoken too early? Will Quiet Cake be able to come back on Jenneth as he go on board? But Quiet Cake with absolutely no ERS. Jenneth with absolutely no ERS. Hoss with a lot of ERS too, but DMR also with not much. But we're going to stay on board with this battle because it's the most interesting battle on the field right now. We've got Quiet Cake still holding this. Look at these. It's the battle of out of ERS between these two right here. None of them have any ERS to burn. We've got 4 laps remaining. What's going to happen between here and the flag? It all could happen, but the whole race can change as Haas gets a 3-second penalty. Oh no, Jeneth is in the gap now for the 3 second. Jeneth is now in contention for a podium position. Haas with a 3-second penalty has thrown this race up in the air. Haas has also, I think that's Jeneth has also just set the fastest lap there. We'll go on broadcast mode to see the gaps between the drivers, but now Jeneth is well in contention for a podium position here to beat his Ferrari teammate. We will have to see if Quiet Cake can also get in that gap. I think he is too. So Quiet Cake is in provisional 4th place, I believe, if I'm not wrong, is in provisional 4th place here too. So Jay Haas has absolutely possibly thrown his he has thrown his podium position away here at the final stage of the race, Zandon. I was, not anymore. Can we hear Zayden, everyone? Can we please chuck in the comments if we can hear Zayden or we cannot? Oh, we can. They can hear you, bro. Northern Stars round 2. Northern Stars gone round 2. Yep, he has lost it. Also, a lot of drivers probably are losing a lot of grip on their tyres. But Zayden, take it away back at the top of the field with the battle between Jeneth Haas and Quiet Cake. No, just the one Ferrari of Jeneth since Jack Haas has got the 3-second penalty. So all Quiet Cake has to do here to secure his third place to secure his third place here in Austria tonight for the first round. Third place for a first round for podium positions would be ideal, and a lot of drivers on this field, I'll tell you right now, would take a third place for a first round here in VSC racing. He would absolutely love that. But look, we got Jeneth wide on that last corner again. That'll be a warning. How many more warnings will Jeneth? Yes, and said EXO has really made a gap. That is definitely true, as we did see EXO getting let away from the field when VSC Parsville was holding the field for him. But look at this, we have got a spin. Oh my goodness, I think that was Haas and Jeneth getting caught up between each other, and now Quiet Cake's in this too now. Most definitely game changing, as we now got Haas, yep, just dropping down positions. Definitely position shops going on all over the place, as Haas, I see, has just got a lot of ERS, but his tyres are absolutely gone. 12 lap old tyres. Jay with 20 lap old hard tires. I do not know how he is still going on this track, but yeah, like this battle, like we said, up ahead, Jenneth, look at him all over the back of Quackcake now, none of them with ERS at all. They've both got 0 ERS. Jenneth looks to go down the inside, does not get it done though. No, barely any laps left in this race. Who will come out on top with this podium position? Jenneth cannot push his luck with the track limits though, because we already saw him go off track once and get 1 warning. So I think an off track again will be another warning, and that will be a penalty for him, and that will just throw his race away too. So Quackcake hoping to stay on the track and get no penalty, Jenneth hoping to stay on track and get no penalty, but also both of them are just hoping that they get past each other before the end of this race, which has only got 4 laps left, closing down to make it 5 laps left. Who will come out on top, Quackcake or Jenneth? Down the inside of Jenneth was centered down the inside of turn 3, clearing Quackcake, but then going deep and Quackcake getting the switchback. This is the battle of the race right here. I'm absolutely loving this. I've just stayed on board with these boys, because you can just not take an eye off of them for a second. They are going switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 2 laps remaining here in Spielberg, Austria. Who will come out on top for Jenneth and Quackcake? Look at this again. Jenneth has got DRS again. Gaining. Looks to the inside. Doesn't go for it though. Up to turn 1. Wants a good exit. Doesn't get an ideal exit though. Quackcake with just an absolute rocket ship of an exit. Look at him. Jenneth has now saved up immediately 11 ERS now. Quackcake still with 0 ERS into turn 2. Quackcake misses the apex a little bit. Maybe Jenneth's 1 lap newer tyres could be coming in handy here. I doubt it though. Here we go, into turn 3. What's it going to be? 2 laps remaining now. This is just a battle between these two. No really battles elsewhere, but we do have Nudes having a battle with Johnny. But this is the battle to watch. I'm feeling it. This is the podium battle to watch. I'm feeling something's going to happen before the end of this race here. Look at this. Left-hander again into right-hander, coming round to start the second last lap. Big snap of oversteer from Quackcake. That's not ideal for him. He's flashing red again. Look at that 10% ERS. He looks to the inside. Jenneth doesn't go for it. Now this is smart from Jenneth. Jenneth is staying in his ERS, saving up all this battery worthwhile. He could be going for this on the final lap. Jenneth could. There's the Ferrari of J-Hoss is just sitting behind him. Look how close Jenneth is. Look how close he is. He was well under a tenth there. Jenneth is getting so close to Quackcake now, and I'm saying it, Jenneth could take this. He is waiting, not even using a single ERS there. He is waiting for the final lap, and Quackcake down on 5 ERS, still using. Look at this. Jenneth, will he go for it now? Goes to the outside, looks for it, uses all of his ERS, takes it, takes a position, says thank you very much, and goes on with his race. Will he be able to hold it though? This is the question. They're side by side. Jenneth and Quackcake, 2 laps remaining, side by side. Jenneth goes deep, pushes Quackcake a bit deep. Quackcake not having any of it, still very, very, very close to Jenneth Lee. Right there, coming into the final lap. Here we go. This is where it all gets decided here. Who will get the podium? Quackcake, has Jenneth gone way too early here? Quackcake still has 3 DRS zones to try and get past Jenneth. Has he gone too early? Has Jenneth gone too early? That's the question. Quackcake with absolutely no ERS. Jenneth with absolutely no ERS. It's just going to be a battle of who does have DRS. Does Quackcake go for it now? He has drained it all, 0% ERS, and he's just leaving that ERS on. Does he go for an absolute dive bomb? He looks for it, but he doesn't. Yes, he does. That's very, very late. Tucks it up. Doesn't get an amazing exit, but neither does Jeneth. Jeneth is going to stay out in the front of the field. Can he hold it though? He looks like he does. Normal style 3-second penalty at the bottom of the field. His Knight's just going from bad to worse. But here we go. Quaike very late braking. Can he get it done, Zayden? Yes, that was an action-packed race here in Austria. EXO, he's done an absolute masterclass, hasn't he? We were getting comments saying he's done an absolute masterclass. That was one of the craziest strategies I have ever seen in league racing. Any commentating I've ever watched. That was by far one of the craziest strategies. What was it, like 20 laps or something on those hard tyres? What a race by him. Look at him onto the podium. The joy that EXO will be having right now. He's raced a masterclass and he's joined on the podium by Jeneth and DM. What a race here tonight. Definitely. Quite cake from 5th position, wow. Look, and we've even, yeah. I mean, tonight was an absolute joy to commentate, and I'm sure for the rest of the races this season that Zandon and I will be commentating, they're going to be a lot more like this. Make sure to come back. But tonight was absolutely amazing, and we'll try to make sure to get the winning 3 into the comms box. So don't go anywhere. We'll be interviewing the top 3 to see what they have to say about did they race well, did they not. Let's see EXO let's listen to the joy that EXO will be having after his amazing strategy that he pulled off tonight. So Xander, maybe you try to tag them to get them in the comms box, have a bit of a conversation with them. I'm pretty sure we are. So yeah, we saw that at the start of the race. We saw EXO get I'm not sure if it was EXO, but someone got a 5-second grid penalty. I think it maybe was 5-place grid penalty at the start of the race, and he got bumped down after his strong performance. It was strong performance in qualifying to get at the top of the field, but he brought it back in the race. No one expected him to show this absolute masterclass, but Parsville helped him out there, I think, at the end of holding the drivers who were near him away so he could try to pull away there, and he took that opportunity, and he did exactly that. Took it drove away with great pace and took the win home tonight. So EXO will be absolutely proud. And then we got DM in, I think he had DM in P2, who had another driver who was involved with all the battles up and down the grid tonight, and he showed excellence in his racing and showed pure skill and pace tonight. And then Jeneth taking it home with that last minute battle when Zandon predicted Quiet Cake to win. But look, that's that, and Jeneth took home P3, so it was an absolute battle there at the end there. So Zandon, what have you got to say? We're going good. We are going good. Yep. Alright. We can not do interviews tonight, so everyone, sorry, we'll not be talking with them. But just a little wrap up. Zandon, have you got anything to say before I wrap it up? Yeah, so everyone, this was round 1 V2 for VSC Racing League. Make sure to come back next week, as it'll be even more carnage and even more exciting over the field. More qualifying excitement, more race excitement, more battles here in VSC. So make sure to come back. Good night from Zandon and I, and have a good one.